Welcome, everyone, to Chestnut Hill, home of the Boston College Eagles, where fans are filing into Alumni Stadium. They'll look between the field hockey lines, perhaps underneath the Musco lighting that's been imported in, and hope that there will be a party in the moves. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Boston College Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Boston College lined up, ready to kick off and get things going. Bringing it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A first down for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Throws to the tight end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Third and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bunch formation for these receivers. Hand off to Jones. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Trying to get to it. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. The Golden Eagles moving quickly to the line.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Comes out throwing on first down. He makes a catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Golden Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Back to throw, it's Glenn. Unleashes one deep. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards. Nice play early in this football game.
And they can't make the play on third down.
QB decided not to hand it off on that RPO. Defense, great job taking the throwaway, now setting up fourth.
They'll pass on the 50-yard field goal try and instead try to pick up the first down here on fourth. A run for the quarterback. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that fourth down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage, but just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that fourth call.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field, making a nice tackle.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I'll tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
This is a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Wide open downfield. Off he goes. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Georgia Tech, 14. Boston College, 0.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Running back goes in motion. To the air, it's Glenn. Takes the easy one to the back. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Yeah, and just understanding where you're out of the field. Make sure you get those feet down before you get too close to that sideline, so I give credit for that catch. Nice job. Nice pitch. Nice catch.
He's going to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Boston College!
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty, you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Utah State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They give it to him again. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. One step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Yellow Jackets headed quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his man down the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And it comes as absolutely no surprise. The offense will stay on the field and go for it on 4th and inches. Quarterback will keep it. And the Yellow Jackets get it past the sticks.
And it's a good choice because he gets it, but I think it's a good choice all the time. When you get towards midfield, you got to be aggressive. It's about scoring points. 4th and inches, I can get inches. I've worked on this. I've practiced this. Nice job by the offense. I like the aggressiveness.
Red pass, it's complete. Shows him the stiff arm. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him in the lead.
And on 2nd down for this offense. Wide out in motion. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Yellow Jackets will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for it all. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
That is just a play you've got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. Had to get rid of it quickly. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Getting some heat. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Dropping back, it's Glenn. He's going for the big play. and trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Boston College lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop for the return at about the 28-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Snags it over the middle. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Yellow Jackets want to crank the tempo. On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
The Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Bringing it back, it's Jones. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable at that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
It's first and 10 from the 44-yard line. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Dropping back, it's Glenn. He fires one deep down the right side. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing.
And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Wants to throw on second down. He's going to run it. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to burn this defensive back. Fires the pass, intercepted. Bringing it back. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Georgia Tech, 14. Boston College, 7.
And the Yellow Jackets will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Gets it out quickly. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
Hey, guys, this running back's not just catching checkdowns or swing routes. You can get him vertically down the field and let him go to work, especially when you get man coverage. Take advantage.
He'll take it himself. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On fourth down, looking for the completion. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Quick completion to the right. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. That's his third touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. South Alabama is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over UNLV. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Golden Eagles will hustle to the line. Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield, it's Glenn. He finds his man. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. You had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. good throw, good catch, first down.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And that is another first down for the offense.
Looking to move it through the air. Going deep. Picked off. He'll try to take it back. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds the mid-tight end.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great. The offense so far having success.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. The Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on 1st down. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read, the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the 4th quarter.
He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen, this is a no-brainer. If I can't get inches, I don't deserve to win. I'm coming downhill. I'm playing physical. I'm picking my play, whether it's quarterback sneak, fullback dive, whatever it is that we do great, and I'm going to get my inches.
They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, Georgia Tech.
In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. And you can give all the credit to the crowd for that one. Offense, no chance, and call for the false start. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. Fires into traffic, picked off. Trying to take it back. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Boston College. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
How about that, man? 4th down, trying to go make a play, get this offense going, get a spark, get some points on the board, and that couldn't have gone any worse. They throw the pick. Not only that, they return it all the way back for 6. That offense just shot themselves right in the foot.
Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Quick strike complete. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
21, Boston College, 13.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Going for the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The offense set for a 1st down play. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Georgia Tech, 21, Boston College, 13.
He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? Having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Will they keep it on the ground again here on 3rd down? They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Did you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Using the quick game. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it. But with the conversion, now the question, is that enough to ice this thing and win the game?
And the Yellow Jackets look to keep this drive humming. Defense wants to bring the heat. Off the play fake on first down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Fast motion from the offense. They want that clock to run. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Wants to go up top. They're bringing heat. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And he returned that into reverse skate in a hurry and takes him to the 46.
Well, this offense is trying to ice the game. They've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but it's only by one possession, so you got to be so careful with your decision-making. And that was not a good one by the quarterback. They now turn it over, and they better hope they're deep.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Eagles!
And I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They got the touchdown, but still a two-point conversion short of tying it up late. Motion from the offense. Scanning the field, it's Glenn. That pass is incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, that was 2 points they needed to have to tie this one up. Now, there's tons of pressure on the defense to get the ball back to have a chance to win.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll call for the fair catch here. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. If it's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Pivotal moment, perhaps even a a decisive play coming on 3rd and 3. Now on the move. Runs through the tackle. In his sophomore season, he's really learned to find that running room.
And Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, and even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with the back. Dances away from one.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
On 2nd down, let's see if they go right back to the run and put this game on ice. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? On the ground with the counter. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those 1st downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in 1st downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple 1st downs together, get one of those long drives going.
And the quarterback will just drop to a knee. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.